Dear students, let us go to the third stage of the development of frog's egg, that is called the blastula. What is the blastula here? Blastula means the next stage of morula. It is the third stage of the embryo development of frog's egg, that is called the embryo. And here it is the characteristic feature of this, the blastula is formation of blastocele. Formation of the blastocele. So, how to define the blastulation? So, actually blastula, formation of blastula called the blastulation. The phenomenon or the process of formation of blastula from the morula, or you can say morula results into or the converts into blastula, and that process of formation of blastula is called the blastulation. That is called the blastulation, which results a main characteristic feature of the blastula means blastocele. Blastocele. What is the blastocele here? It is a hollow structure. Blastula results of the consists of or can say creates a inside the cavity, and that called the blastocele. So here what is the blastula? How does it form? So what happens here? If you consider this is the morula, and containing the minimum, you can say just imagine these are the micromeres here. Here these are the micromeres, and these are the megameres like this. Just remember, micromeres, and these are the megameres or blastomeres containing eukaryotes. So this is the double layer. This is the it results or what is the blastula? Blastula means containing the blastocele and consists of the two layers or double layered structure. It is the third stage, double layered structure containing blastocele is called the blastula. Double layer, third stage of embryo containing blastocele. So how does it take place? So what happens here? Inside the cells shows a tendency towards the outside. The sum, so continuous, it is the continuous, the proliferation means cells shows the continuous division, and always it maintains the spherical shape, you remember. So cells, what happens here, inside the cell undergoes the, just above the equator, this is the equator. Just above the equator, a large number of the cells will be divided, and the divided cells will be pushed outward. Eccentric position. The cells are divided and pushed outside, and inside here there is a cavity will be developed like this. Here there is, you can see here, a cavity will be developed. So you can say this is you can see these are the cells. Inside that, what happens here, there is a cavity will be developed like this one. That cavity. So the cell shows tendency this side, outside. So what happens? They force outside and forms inside a cavity. They shows the cells, divided cells show tendency towards the outside, or you can say periphery. And as a result of what happens here, there is a cavity will be formed, or you can say, and this cavity is nothing but the blastocele. Blastocele, and that cavity filled with a fluid-like substance, and that was the blastocelic fluid, you can say. Blastocelic fluid means coelomic fluid, you can say. So here, what is the blastula? Blastula is the third stage of the embryonic developmental frog's egg, and consists of the two layers. These are called the ectoderm and inner cells, and these are called the endoderm. Inner, whatever here, they are called the endoderm, and these are the ectoderm. So these are the ectoderm and the endoderm. These are the two layers, and results into two layers along with a cavity is called the blastocele. What is the blastocele here? It is the blastula during the formation of undergoes the repeated rapid division and exerts a cavity, and that cavity is filled with a blastocelic fluid, you can say that is. And always remember, these are the micromeres and these are the megameres, as I told. Dear students, let us go to the fourth stage, that is, you can see that is the gastrula. What is the gastrula here? Gastrula means it is the fourth stage of the development of frog's egg, of the embryonic stage of frog's development. So what happens here? It is a process of displacement of the two layers, or you can say the single layered blastula, you can say single or 2 layers and results into 3 layers. 3 layers results into 3 layered structure and having a gastula, and that will be displacement of blastula. Remember, displacement of blastula 1 to 2 layers results into 3 layers of structure, and containing that the gastrula, the term you can say the gastrula. So displacement of blastula results into gastrula, gastrocele you can say, gastrocele. Blastocele will be converted into. So displacement of blastula into gastrula, that results blastocele into gastrocele and resulting 3 layers. And this will be taken by means of the 3 morphogenetic moments. Morphogenetic moments. So what is the gastrula here? That is the displacement of blastula resulting into 3 layer along with formation of gastrocele or the archentron. Gastrocele is also called the archentron. That is the future alimentary canal. Later I will explain how it is developed. So blastocele will be disappear, and instead of blastocele, gastrocele or the archentron will be developed. And during that time, what happens? The 1 or 2 layered blastula will be converted into triple layered. It is called the triple layered, and this results by means of the morphogenetic movements. What is the morphogenetic movements? There are 2 marks question, remember. What is the morphogenetic movements here? Morphogenetic movements means it is the divided blastomeres. The division of blastomeres continuous. It is a continuous, simultaneous or a continuous process takes place and results into different layers of the different structures. And so what happens here? The complete, this is the rapid repeated division of blastomeres. Actually what happens? It is the multiplication and rearrangement, you can say. Division or the multiplication, better say the multiplication. Multiplication, rearrangement and movement of blastomeres, means divided blastomeres in a specific path, you can say, in a definite path. So this is called the morphogenic movements. So what happens here, if you consider this is the blastula here, you can see here, continuous division takes place and results, what happens here, continuous large number of the cells of the blastomeres develops and the rearrangement takes place, movement you can say, and the movement of blastomeres in a specific path results into 3 layers. So these are called the germinal layer. 3 germinal layer. What are these 3 germinal layers? One is ectoderm, second one is endoderm, already developed during the blastula or the blastulation, endoderm, and one more in between there is mesoderm will be developed. And along with this there is an archentron or gastrocele. So this is the important characteristic feature of gastrula. So the morphogenic movements. What are the morphogenic movements? Multiplication, rearrangement, movement of blastula in a specific path results into 3 layers. And actually this result, or you can say the formation of gastrula is called the gastrulation. Same formation, the process of formation of blastula is called the blastulation. The process of formation of gastrula is called the gastrulation. 2 marks question, remember. And what are the morphogenic movements? Here there are the 3 morphogenic movements results. By means of 3 morphogenic movements, gastrula will be developed. First one you can say that is I will explain. The first morphogenic movement, and that is called the invagination. And second one is involution, and third one is epiboly. So these are the 3 morphogenic moments. These are the 3 morphogenic moments. How do you define the morphogenic moments? Morphogenic moments means multiplication, rearrangement as well as the movement of blastomeres in a specific path results in 3 layers. So here, what are the moments here? These are the 3 moments: invagination, involution, and the epiboly. Invagination, involution, and the epiboly. If you refer the question, any books, there it has given that in the gastrula. So I would like to explain one by one. Here you can say. Let us go to the morphogenic moments, or the major steps involved in the gastrulation. Major steps involved in the gastrulation, that is first we can say that the A, invagination. Invagination. So I will explain that invagination. So what happens here, this is the structure, and it is already Greek crescent, just remember. Now we can say that what is the Greek crescent here. What is the Greek crescent? This is the sperm entry, exact opposite that called the Greek crescent. This is called the Greek crescent. Called the Greek crescent. And this is the animal pole, and this is the vegetal pole. So you consider this is the blastula is already here. So when it enters in the gastrula, so 3 morphogenic movements take place. What are these 3 morphogenic movements? This is the first one, the invagination. So as I told in the beginning, it is the continuous process of division. So micromeres and the megameres, continuous division takes place, and as a result what happens here, the invagination means the in-rolling of the micromeres. Here you can say. And actually this is a very delicate space, and here what happens, this is the delicate where invagination takes. Invagination means you can say here it takes. So invagination, just to consider that you take one ball and with the help of the thumb, just to you push inward, it falls like this. Am I right? If you put pressure here, it will be developed. And this will be, so what happens here, the same, such type of the diagram will happen here also. Here you can consider. And this will be developed like this here. But actually this spherical cell will be maintained by the ectoderm here. Spherical cell. And so here the cells, the divided cells shows the tendency towards the inside. Here like this it shows. Means the cells will be developed and they show the moment, the indwelling moment of the cells, and results that the cavity. Cavity means how it is developed. I will have to explain here. You can see here. So this invagination always takes place in the Greek crescent. That's the reason of the Greek crescent, because it is very delicate. When the sperm hits, so all the granules will come this side here like this way. All the cytoplasm comes here, and this area becomes very weak. And weak means thin layer. And so what that happens, the dorsal plane or the dorsal side of the, and this will be converted to dorsal pole. So just I will explain here. Imagine this is the already here, and this is the equator, and this is the dorsal Greek. So it goes on like this way here. It goes on like this way here. It goes on like this. Ultimately it forms like this. The cells are goes here, and this is develops like this. Here that will be, here you can say, and always, and this is called as the pore. It is like this one. This is called the dorsal pore. This is called the dorsal pore. So here you can see. So, or in other terms, just I would like to explain here, and just you can see here, and all the divided cells goes inside here like this way. Here comes, and this is called the dorsal pore. Pore means opening, and this is covered by, or you can say enclosed by, this is called the dorsal lip, the ventral lip, and these are called as the lateral lips. Means these are the lateral lips, and this is the dorsal lip and the ventral lip. So it forms a plug here. So you can see. So this is the invagination. So once again I will explain here, just remember, invagination means you just consider this is the ball-like structure, and the blastomeres develops and push inward, and this, the groove goes on deepening and deepening. Ultimately this groove will be developed like this way here, and this is called the archentron. This will be developed into archentron. It's called the archentron. This is called the archentron, and here archenteron is the future alimentary canal, you can say. Archenteron is called the future alimentary canal, and this opening of this, the archenteron consists of upper lateral lips, as I told here, the dorsal lip, and lower ventral lip, and side because the lateral lips and the opening of the dorsal pore. And this such type of the structure it develops during the invagination. Remember, during the invagination means the cells multiply, occupies like this here, goes on deepening and forms. And as a result here we consider that this is the first, that in the beginning it is like this one, as the deepening close place like this one, and ultimately that will completely disappear. The blastocele will disappear instead of gastrocele or the archenteron will develops. So this results the invagination. And next go to the involution. Involution means that is interior movement of blastomeres in sinking or the rolling in and outside. You can see, just you can see here. This is the blastopore or dorsal blastopore. You can say. This is the dorsal lip, this is the ventral lip, and this is the lateral lips. So here. So what happens here? This is the continuous process. Second, you can say involution. Involution. Interior movement of blastomeres. Inrolling, in sinking, you can say interior movement. So you can see here interior movement like this. The blastomeres arranged, rearrangement, again you can come across movement and the rearrangement in a specific path. Rearrangement means multiplied blastomeres. They show the inrolling or turning movement of blastomeres inside. Here you can say. And results, the sum of the blastomeres occupy arranged in roof of the archenteron. You can say, just I will explain. This is the archenteron already developed during the invagination. So the divided cells enters through the dorsal lip, dorsal pore. They come here. They occupy roof of the archenteron. You can say roof of the archenteron, side of the archenteron, and floor of the archenteron like this here. Here. They enters here like this here. They occupy roof of the archenteron, side of the archenteron, and floor of the archenteron, and results the one more layer here like this. Here. You can consider these are the already cells are here. These are the micromeres like this here, and these are the megameres. What the involution? Involution means in sinking, in rolling, turning inside of the blastomeres. They occupy roof of the archenteron, side of the archenteron, and floor of the archenteron, and results the one more layer here, that is called the mesoderm. You can say this is the mesoderm. And some of the cells, this process will be continuous, and some of the cells pushed outward. You can say here. Once again, I will show you that how they are explained. Occupies roof, side, and here it comes, and here that plugs the floor, the pore, you can say blastopore. You can say the dorsal pore or the blastopore of the, or the opening of the archenteron will be plugged, and it's called the yoke plug. Some of the big cells or the yolky cells will be pushed this side and covers, or can say complete. It occupies here and forms a plug. So that is the yolk plug. You can say that forms the yolk plug-like structure. So that is called the blastopore. It covers blastopore. You can say. And as a result of it develops the one more layer. You can say here this is the ectoderm. And if you consider these are the cells arranged here, just for your convenience, you can refer that. The cells occupied here like this here. This is So you can say here there is, this is the endoderm, this is the mesoderm, this is the ectoderm. Just like that. This is the ectoderm, and this will be developed the endoderm, and in between these two layers there is one more you can see here. This continues like this. This is the endoderm, and here this is the mesoderm. This is the mesoderm. So ultimately what happens here? Ectoderm, and actually here on I'll show that. This is the ectoderm, this is the mesoderm, and this is the endoderm. These are three germ layers, or three germ layers will be developed. So this is the structure of gastrula. So once again you remember here, invagination, involution. Invagination means they take inside and form the gastrula, the archentron. Involution means the cell should be occupies roof, side, floor, and some of the cells should be pushed out, and here there is a yolk plug forms, and this results three layers: ectoderm, endoderm, and the mesoderm. These are the three germ layers by means of morphogenetic movements. So next we can go for, there is one more structure you can say, that is the epibole. What is the epibole here? Epibole means, simple term you can say. So during the developmental stage you can say here, see, epibole. So during the developmental stage, it is in growth of one layer over the other. In growth, not outside. It is already here you can say, in growth. Inside you can say, just imagine inside there is the archentron, the internal, all this will be developed. So it is the moment, multiplication as well the rearrangement and the movement of blastomeres. Results three layers. And this is called the growth, or you can say in growth of one layer of the cell over the other, and results most of the micromeres here, it develops like this, large number of develops, and always it maintains the spherical shape. It maintains the spherical or the circular space, uniform size. It maintains the spherical or the circular shape of the embryo as well as the uniform size. It maintains the shape of the embryo as well as the uniform size. In the beginning you might be shows that invagination means it takes place like this way, it forms, but actually it will be here, and it is goes on like this way. Here you can say a small, so here the development takes place all this, and though there is the continuous development or the multiplication of micromeres, megameres, rearrangement, formation of the ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm, gastrula, archentron, yolk plug, lateral lip, dorsal lip, ventral lip, all these will be developed. During the development of these, always it maintains the spherical shape and the uniform size of the embryo. That's called the epibole. It is the epibole. So these are the three important morphogenetic moments, and results three layers. One is ectoderm, second is the mesoderm, and third one is endoderm. Along with this, archentron. What is the archentron? Archentron is future alimentary canal. Future alimentary canal. So, and this archentron here is the dorsal lip covered, middle the two lateral lips, and lower is for the ventral lip, and that opening is for the blastopore. So these are the characteristic features of the gastrula. Ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm, archentron, covered, how to say, the opening is blastopore covered with dorsal lip, ventral lip, lateral lips, as well as all these will be developed by means of morphogenetic movements. And what are the morphogenetic movements? Invagination, involution, and epibole. Ultimately that results into gastrula.